It's pretty bad here, and in fact it's interesting because the authorities here in Moscow, the airport authorities, were scoffing at the way London's Heathrow Airport handled its disruptions due to the bad weather. Then just a few days later, just last weekend, there was this terrible freezing rainstorm that left about an inch of ice all over the tarmacs, all over the roads and all over the aircraft. Of course, Moscow itself has been in utter chaos in terms of its traffic, and it was just too much for the airport authorities here. They had to cancel hundreds of flights. Up to 400 flights were cancelled out of the various airports in Moscow, and of course that stranded thousands upon thousands of passengers. And there's these terrible scenes of people waiting there, stranded passengers, hour upon hour, getting increasingly frustrated. Those reports in state media, of course, and in the local media, saying that at some stage airport workers were attacked by frustrated passengers as well, demanding to have their flights or at least some information about when they would be allowed to take off. Even reports of passport control being stormed by angry passengers at some times. Even some video being posted on YouTube, I don't know whether they have that right now, of passengers sitting at one of Moscow's main airports on the floor, banging on drums in protest at being left for so long, there it is there, before going through passport control. So some very dramatic, frustrated scenes, again, for thousands of passengers over the past several days in the airports in Moscow. We're told by airport authorities, at least one of the airports, the biggest one, Domodedovo, that things are slowly getting back to normal and their flights are now taking off. There's still big disruption, though, at Sheremetyevo Airport. And so that's the situation
but
here.
you'd think Russia is used to ice and snow. Why did it take everyone, it seems, by surprise this time?
Well, I think there were these unprecedented weather conditions. Yes, you're right. It deals month in, month out in the winter months with ice and snow. But the freezing rain that hit last weekend was exceptional. Again, it left an inch of really thick, hard ice all over the tarmac. At one airport, Sheremetyevo, ran out of de-icing fluid. And so even by Russian standards, the weather has been particularly challenging.